Welcome to Showcase Richmond. I'm Amy Carter. Inflation has captured the headlines, but is it really something that can sink your retirement? Joining us now are Ralph and Tim Short. The father-son team are with Welcome Home Financial Partners, a Richmond area firm that focuses on preparing people for a successful retirement. Great to have you guys with me on Showcase.
Good to be back. Thanks for having us.
Yes. So why won't inflation wreck someone's retirement?
I don't think it'll wreck it, but I think it will affect it by big time. Wrecking it might be your investments that drop in half because of the market volatility. But just to kind of give you an idea, you're going to be retired probably for 20, maybe 30 years. Some people maybe 40 if they got good genes. So if you are spending $5,000 a month when you first retire and a 3% inflation rate in 20 years, that $5,000 is going to cost you 10 grand. So it's going to affect it. So you got to be prepared for that because that's how things work.
Wow. And what are some things that can impact someone's retirement?
There's a lot of things, right? Experiencing market loss. That's one big thing. Taxes are another big thing, but you've got to make sure that once you're getting close to retirement, you've got to have a holistic plan, not just, hey, here's my 401k or my employer-sponsored plan, or hey, I've got money in the bank. Because there's a lot of people now that have, six figures in the bank and it's not really doing anything for them. So you've got to make sure that every dollar you have has a purpose, but it's not always going to have the same purpose.
But the other thing I would say is, life experiences does change in your lifetime. So one of the things that might affect your retirement is kids moving back home. What about college? What about medical issues? Those are things that can affect your retirement.
And what can retirees do to know what type of risk they're taking on?
You really need to have a second opinion. You need to, most people aren't trained in retirement planning, income planning, things like that. So they need somebody to help guide them through that maze that we have to deal with in retirement. So come in, have a second opinion from a fiduciary like us.
Yeah, and you got to leave it to the professional, right? There's so many people now that take advice from their brother, their sister-in-law, their neighbor, or their coworker, right? But everybody's going to have a different situation, and every plan's got to be tailor-made to that individual.
Or the internet. Some people go to the internet.
Google knows everything,
That's right.
Well, you mentioned taxes earlier. Realistically, what can overpaying Uncle Sam really do to your retirement?
Well, it's all about not what you make, it's about what you keep, right? So if you don't plan properly, you could spend a couple $100,000 a year in your retirement years. So that's what's important is you've got to make sure that maybe instead of putting all this money into 401k, maybe I do a Roth IRA or do some other type of vehicle. Don't put everything into one basket, and you've got to make sure that you plan properly. So if you want to get $10,000 a month and it's all pre-tax, you got to pull out more than $10,000 a month in order to do so. And it's very often overlooked because most people, they just have their taxes coming out of their paycheck while they're working, so they don't really pay attention.
And in order to attack the biggest risk in retirement, what do you recommend?
Like I say, understand what those risks might be by having a second opinion, by having somebody that has a holistic practice that will allow you to see those issues that might, road bumps, whatever you want to call it.
Wow. Well, lots of good information about inflation and risk. And Tim, you have something very special for our viewing audience.
We do. So the first 5 callers who have saved $250,000 more for retirement, pick up the phone, give us a call. We'd love to have you in the office and we'll create your very own retirement roadmap. And the best part is we'll do it on a complimentary basis.
Awesome. Thank you all both for joining me on Showcase today.
Thank you.
Yes. And so for those of you watching at home, if you want to learn more about protecting your retirement savings, Welcome Home Financial Partners has a great offer for you. The first 5 callers with a portfolio of $250,000 or greater, they're offering a complimentary retirement plan just for you. So this will allow Ralph and Tim to sit down with you personally and provide you with a roadmap to analyze where you are right now and then discuss your best steps to really get ready for a successful retirement. So call the number on your screen. It's 804-374-8868. Again, the number to call right now, 804-374-8868.